ANC NDC to release a statement regarding Malema's fate, and the president to lobby African leaders to support Dlamini Zuma's candidacy. I'm Lebo Changela with this news update. The ANC's disciplinary committee has confirmed that it will release a statement late this afternoon on its decision regarding party youth leader Julius Malema's fate. Disciplinary Committee Chairperson Derek Hanekom says in a statement that having heard arguments, the committee has applied its collective mind and will inform the public of its decision. Malema League spokesperson Floyd Shibambu and Secretary General Cindy Somagaqa have been arguing in mitigation of sentence after the ANC's Disciplinary Committee of Appeals in January upheld their guilty verdicts on various disciplinary charges. Tula Sizwe Semelani reports.
Being allowed to argue for leniency before a sanction is imposed was just one of only 2 victories scored by Malema and his co-accused before Cyril Ramaphosa's National Disciplinary Committee of Appeals. But his guilt on charges of dividing the ANC and bringing it into disrepute was confirmed. Ramaphosa's committee also allowed ANC prosecutors to argue for a harsh sentence. It's been suggested that they argued for a sanction harsher than the 5-year suspension initially imposed by the disciplinary committee last year and set aside by the appeals panel, possibly expulsion from the party. Tula Sizwe Semelane, SABC News, Johannesburg.
President Jacob Zuma will resume his diplomatic charm offensive to lobby African leaders to support the candidacy of Home Affairs Minister Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma as new head of the African Union Commission. Zuma will visit Botswana and Namibia today to consolidate SADC support for Dlamini Zuma. The second round of the contest for the AU Commission's top post will take place in July in Malawi. This report by our presidential correspondent, NewsBreak9am.
In January, the contest for the leadership of the AU's top post ended in a deadlock when Dlamini Zuma and the incumbent Jan Ping failed to garner majority support to lead the continental body's administrative division. South Africa's critics were scathing in criticizing Pretoria administration's failure to use its political and economic might to secure enough votes to have Dlamini Zuma replace the Gabonese-born diplomat Jan Ping. President Zuma will travel to the Botswana capital Gaborone to meet his counterpart, Lieutenant General Seretse Khama Ian Khama, at midday before jetting off to the Namibian capital Windhoek to hold private talks with President Hifikepunye Pohamba later today. NewsBreak9am for SABC Radio News in Pretoria.
One of the country's leading banks, First Rand, has reported a 26% rise in first half profit on strong loan growth. The bank says that it would keep pursuing expansion in other African countries such as Nigeria and Ghana. First Rand, which already has operations in 7 African countries, aims to build an investment banking operation in Nigeria from scratch and buy a smaller retail and commercial bank there. Chief Executive Sizwe Asana says that the bank ended talks to buy a stake in Nigeria's Sterling Bank last year after failing to agree on price. And a 33-year-old police sergeant stationed at the Elsie's River Police Station outside Cape Town has been arrested by the Hawks on corruption charges. Police say he allegedly solicited bribes from a suspect he was investigating for attempted murder. Police spokesperson Andrew Trout says the officer allegedly requested 50,000 rand for favorable treatment regarding the investigation. After the person reported the matter, a sitting operation was launched in which the wife of the complainant was made a down payment of 25,000 rand. Trout says the suspect was arrested and will appear in court soon.